7 levels of Haki in one piece. Level 1, the most basic form. You're not consciously using Haki yet, but your mind and body respond on instinct. Traits include small flashes of observation and basic danger sense with no real control as it commonly activates under stress. Characters include Usopp, one of the OG Straw Hats, and other regular strong fighters in the New World. This is the awakening stage. It's difficult for some Straw Hats and other known fighters as Haki isn't something you can train. It blooms through battle or tense life or death moments, but only when your spirit is strong enough and you show some real resolve. Level 2, Fundamental Haki Control. Level 2 is where characters can actually use Haki, coding themselves where it acts as a physical, attack, and defensive buff. They can consciously activate it to help them squabble. Traits include basic armament on hardening, coding, which can be used to bypass Logias. Vergo is a perfect representation of level 2 as he had complete control of hardening his Haki for defense and offense without explicitly having any other Haki traits. His Haki control was so good he was able to almost break Sanji's leg from them clashing, and he was able to defeat Smoker pretty easily, who is a Logia, and everyone knows how Oda highlighted how difficult Logia users were to touch, let alone fight. Level 3. Level 3 is the stage where fighters evolve from basic observation Haki into true precognition, the ability to see into the future. And the best example of this level is Charlotte Katakuri. Katakuri doesn't just react fast or sense killing intent. He views future events a few seconds before they happen. This ability pushes him far beyond anyone relying on physical speed alone, giving him near-perfect dodging, extreme battlefield awareness, but you only get these benefits if you have emotional control, as future sight requires calm focus and clear mind. Katakuri's Haki doesn't overpower you through strength. It defeats you by making your attacks irrelevant, becoming nearly untouchable. We see Kaido use this against Luffy on Onigashima to dodge lightning, and Shanks use this to one-shot useless Kid. Side note, hopefully he comes back with his Haki, right? Cause goddamn, I used to be a Kid hater myself, but I'm not evil enough to love seeing a nigga take so many L's without learning from them. Level 4. This stage introduces advanced coding and internal destruction, also known by Wano swordsmen as Ryu. It is the ability to damage opponents from the inside, bypassing durability entirely. Visual cues could be emitting Haki beyond the user's body, destroying internal organs and structures, breaking through even the hardest defenses, Kaido's scales, steel, etc., and flame cutting. We see Luffy destroying Kaido internally, demonstrating internal destruction through Ryu. The Scabbards are all generally on this level, and are all considered pretty strong. We've seen them do a combination attack that they claimed Odin taught them, and the attack was able to open Kaido's wound, highlighting its strength, as that was more than Luffy could have achieved at the time. We are also introduced to flame cutting technique, which isn't confirmed to be Haki, but we could argue it uses advanced armament Haki that flows outward from the blade. Instead of cutting the fire physically, the swordsman projects Haki beyond the sword to separate and disperse the flames' energy. This technique, used by Wano swordsmen like Kinemon, and later Zoro, which was crucial in his fight against King. It isn't a devil fruit power or Conqueror's Haki, it's precise Haki emission and control, which allows fire to be cut. Level 5. Level 5 is when a king stops swinging weapons and starts swinging their will. This is Conqueror's Haki coding, combining Armament and Conquerors to create attacks that never make direct contact, yet hit harder than any physical strike. What Level 5 Haki includes: splitting skies, passive intimidation that shuts down weaker fighters, overwhelming pressure that alters the battlefield, no touching in some cases. Characters who define Level 5. Kaido, coding his club in Conqueror's Luffy, Gear 5. Using Conquerors with elasticity and Yamato, inheriting Kaido's brutal Conqueror's coding. This is Haki only the chosen few can even attempt, where a punch is no longer a punch, it's a declaration of supremacy. Highlighting that, at this level Haki is lethal regardless of durability, as Odin damaged on Kaido remained for 20 plus years. While the combination attack of the Scabbards, who generally all know advanced armament, could only sum to opening up an old wound that was left by the two sword style, no pants wearing ass Odin again, highlighting the fact that Conqueror's Haki be hitting different. Level 6. Level 6 is the peak of what a human can achieve without becoming a mythical figure. This is where Shanks stands amongst others, such as Prime Garp / maybe Gold Roger ex-Pirate King himself. Shanks' Haki is so refined, so pressure-based, so pure. He doesn't need powers or mythical forms, just his presence can end battles, which is highlighted in Marineford when he pulled up and basically offered the belt to anyone who wanted the smoke. Traits of Level 6. Haki so dense it disrupts the opponent's ability to think ahead, which fans have theorized allows Shanks to essentially be the future sight killer. As we know, you need a calm mind to use it effectively. Precision Conquerors use surgically, not wildly. Island level intimidation, where he displayed a will strong enough to stop Admiral Greenbull from miles away. Haki had him trembling in fear about to piss himself. Bear in mind, this is an admiral that pulled up on Wano and in a cocky fashion made quick work of Kaido's number 1 and number 2 subordinates king and queen. Shanks shows the ultimate truth. Devil fruits aren't needed. Because Haki itself can reach divine levels, this is the level before legend. This is what is required to gain the title Haki Man. Level 7. Level 7 is not human anymore. It is not technique, training, or talent. Just inevitability. This is where Joy Boy, the sun god Nika, exists. A being whose Haki doesn't just overpower others, but overrides the world's rules. Level 7 Haki represents a will so strong it ignores Imu's dominance and rewriting abilities. Haki that carries across centuries through inherited will. A presence that brings liberation, not domination. Haki that can damage entities previously untouchable. Haki that can be stored and revert the 5 Elders' transformations back to their original forms. Joy Boy's Haki isn't just the strongest, it is the most free, through him being able to store it in a K not for over 800 years. A feat we have only seen once in the story. And in One Piece, freedom is absolute strength. This is Haki that changes history, breaks fate, and terrifies the world government more than any devil fruit ever could. Level 7 is not the will of a king, but mythic will of someone that stands atop of this world. The Haki of a world shaker. We've seen a glimpse of this Haki through the Joy Boy knot that got opened by the giant robot Emmett on Egghead Island. This Haki was so powerful that even Luffy in Gear 5 was left speechless and looked shook, which left the internet shocked as we literally see Luffy laughing constantly in Gear 5. Even during serious moments, highlighting there is levels to this Haki life, and Luffy is not near where he needs to be if he wants to take on Imu and change the world successfully.